Hello everybody, this is Stefan, and in the following you have the possibility to watch official presentation of the Crowd1. If you get to this video because someone give you the link, keep in touch with that person for anything related with the business. But if you get here and nobody sent you the link, you have no connection with no person on this business, and you want to get in one of the teams that are working here to get all the education, anything needed to go ahead with this business, you can use the WhatsApp number you'll see on the screen and keep in touch with us.
Okay, it's full time here, and I see more and more people coming in on the call. It's always great to see you. Gonna mute everyone and allow. No, okay, great. Now everybody's muted, so we don't have any background noises. So we're gonna start this call here in a very short time. We're gonna do one last thing here. Why don't I see you? Now we are ready to start it. Marketing. I saw it first time 1997, but the first years was a lot of mistakes and a lot of trial and error. But luckily, I found a good mentor, a really good mentor who was giving me tough love, and he was really not giving up on me. I remember I was one of these people who didn't listen. I was not doing what he said, and then he gave me an ultimatum. Either you do as I say and you become super successful, or I will leave you. And I didn't want that one. I didn't want that fear of loss. So I decided to listen to what he said, and I'm really happy for that tough love that he gave me. He told me that when you start somebody in network marketing, it's like having a child, and you don't let the person go just because you sign them up. You have to babysit them, you have to follow them, you have to guide them, you have to instruct them, you have to guide them, just like it is with having children. But a lot of people in our industry are not thinking about that one. They are just signing them up and then telling to go. And I wouldn't say it's the same as getting a child and say, now you're on your own. We need help, and we need help to do it. So one of the reasons why me and Mr. Rune Evensen, who is host on the call, and Eric will co-host us as well, is that I have got a lot in my life and a lot of good things that I want to share, and I think it's a privilege and an honor to work in Crowd1. It's also great to use talent in a good way, and our industry, networking, is probably one of the few industries where you can help others, and that will help yourself. In every other work or job, if you help somebody, it means that you are actually building up a competitor that one day maybe will take your place, and then it's not so fun. But in our world, we are working as a team, and today we're gonna show you what Crowd1 is all about and what Crowd1 is not about. And hopefully you're going to get some inspiration, some motivation, and also some understanding about how Crowd1 can help you. This business presentation is not instructions or anything. It's a teaser. You have seen, if you've been to the training with Peter today, you know you have a first look, then you have the webinar, which you're going to be on now, and then you have a business session or a business planning session. And then you have what we're going to have on the 25th, an event. And that's what we're going to come up to now. We're going to have an online word event, the 25th of April. And I personally think Crowd1, first of all, is the fastest growing social media marketing company out there, and has set records in every way you can think of. Whatever other company has done before, it is like a little spot in the mirror when you're driving the car, and you just see the little spot. That's what happened with all the competitors. Crowd1 is literally taking over the whole market now, and on Alexa ranking they are number 2, and this is already after 1 year. And number 1 is like a top company with many years in the industry. But we are coming there, and we are getting stronger every day. And that's what we're going to talk about. So what is Crowd1? And I want to say that before we start now, the gentleman that you see to the right, he is going to give you the reason what the word means. Impossible is nothing. That is one of the best magicians in the world, and he is going to be on the global event. And you and I will be there as well. And where will it be? It will be exactly where you are right now, as long as you're close to your phone, close to your computer, because this is going to be online. This is so cool. Crowd1 is really adapting to what's happening in the world, and that's important. If you want to be a fast mover and you want to make changes like Crowd1 do, then you have to adapt. So Crowd1 is building the largest marketing and customer acquisition program. That means that we are probably online marketer, affiliate marketers, LinkedIn, YouTuber, influencers, but we are also building a customer base. And that's exactly what we do, and we do it online. So we can work from home. You and I can work wherever we want. If you want to be in your summer house, or you want to be you may be stuck in an apartment, but you want to travel or something later, you can do that, and you have the freedom to work anytime. You have some spare minutes. Maybe you have to work somewhere and you get the pause and you go out and you do it. That's what Crowd1 is all about. So by being the fastest growing social media marketing company, our market that we are targeting is everything with online. So online gaming and online education and everything you can think about online products and services. That's what is on the table for you and I. How big is this market? The gambling market is expected to grow to $565.4 billion US by 2022. That means that you and I are tapping into a huge market which is growing all the time. And if you think about it, all casinos, all the sports betting company, they are going online now. Esports. Now it's betting on who's going to play on the computers and so on. When I was a kid, I was betting about who's going to win maybe the football game or something. But now everything is getting online. And in good times and bad times, gambling and lotto is going up. Maybe you like to play games on your phone. That market is growing with more than 10% every year, but now it's growing with more than 25% due to this situation that's happening around the world. People are getting more into their phone. They are bored. They play games. So they expect this year it's supposed to be $165.9 billion US. I think it's going to be way more. I don't know if you have a favorite game. I like to play these quizzes and brain games and Candy Crush and so on. And that's actually good for brain gymnastics as well. And e-learning market has a size of the potential to grow by $93.64 billion US. I don't know how they came up with that number, but the next coming 4 years, I want to learn more language because then I can open up a new line in several more countries. I want to travel. I want to do that one. I don't know what you want to learn. Maybe some skills, how to become a better networker, how to improve your online skill, your photography skills. There's a lot of things in that word that you and I can tap into. And I have a question for everyone I'm talking to. It doesn't matter if they are a lawyer, doctors, professors, students, whatever. If I could show you a way how you could earn money directly to your mobile phone, would you like to have Bitcoin or Euro? You ask that question to yourself or to somebody else, they're going to be like a question mark. Where is the yes or no? No, there is no yes or no. It's you want Bitcoin or Euro. And I asked one gentleman that one. He said, why not both? I said, I really like that idea. Why not both? You can choose. We get paid in Euro, but you can get it out in Bitcoin. And I was personally looking for a system which I could work in online and part-time where I could earn Bitcoins. So for me, this was perfect. I don't know if about you, but if you don't have Bitcoin today, try to get some. That's going to be the future money. It's been here for 10 years, and every time a new person coming in and start using that one, the money will grow. And what do you need? You need a smartphone. You need an iPhone or an Android, and then you can go to App Store or Google Play and download Crowd1 app. Then you're going to get the famous ka-ching sound. And some says who's new on the call, ka-ching sound. Yeah, there's a sound in your phone that will say ka-ching when you receive money. And when I get that one, people say, Was that money coming to your phone? That's exactly the sound of money. And I'm going to show you how you can make money on your phone. And they say, wow, teach me that one. I also want to have money. And the best thing is if you are building an international team, because maybe you have friends that lives in another continent. And I believe that today we have more friends online and some people we never met that we will never meet as well because they are living so far away physically, but we're talking to them maybe 4 or 5 times a day and we maybe never even meet them. That's the modern way of living and that's what we are adapting into. So if you want to wake up in the morning to the new alarm bell called Crowd1, then it's when if you have this, I have something called it's like don't disturb me during the night, so I get my 8 hours of beauty sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, it comes ka-ching, ka-ching, and it's like rejuvenate. It's like vitamins coming to my body. And in order to run a company with more than almost 3.5 million members, you need to have a very strong CEO. The company is a Swedish company. It's founded by Mr. Jonas Erik Werner. He's a legend in the online and network marketing business. I've known him since 2005. He has always been doing something really impressive. And I was really impressed when I saw what he had accomplished. And I knew that with the Crowd1, it will be something really interesting. But when Johan Stahl von Holstein entered into Crowd1, I said, now that was the last nail in what you put in. That is the final puzzle piece. And Johan is a legendary entrepreneur out of Sweden. He is educated in Harvard University with an MBA in marketing. And that's something unique in our industry. It sounds crazy, but you need to know how to make mathematics. You need to know how to make companies running. You need to have a proper education when you are handling this amount of money, this amount of people. And Johan loves network marketing. He has been following the industry, but he is from the traditional world and he built everything which is touching the areas which we are doing. He has taken 3 companies public. I mean, if you take 1 company public, that could be luck, but 3, then you really know what you're doing. And he's a hard worker, and he's also taken 3 companies to become unicorn company. Crowd1 is going to be number 4. Johan and Jonas' goal and vision is to take Crowd1 to a public exchange within 3-4 years and to make Crowd1 the next unicorn, to enter the wall of fame of other companies which have valuation of more than $1 billion. 3-4 billion within 3-4 years. I don't know if it's possible, but our slogan is impossible is nothing. So I definitely think he can do that. And while you and I are focusing on building the team, Johan and Jonas, they have more than 100 people working for us in the company. The company took a major decision to move the headquarters to Madrid in Spain to be more compliant, to be fully transparent, to be able to work with one of the big 4 financial advisors. And for you who don't know who they are, you have Deloitte, you have KPMG, you have Ernst & Young, and you have PricewaterhouseCoopers. One of them is Crowd1's financial advisor. And they are monitoring everything. So the Crowd1 is doing everything by the book. Because if you come 3-4 years later, it's very difficult to go back. So it's better to do things good from the beginning. And that's the same for you and I. Regional offices in Manila. In Stockholm, Gothenburg is development and marketing. Then you have a service support office in Johannesburg, Lagos, Bogota, Rio, coming up in Nairobi, Hong Kong, and KL, Kuala Lumpur, and Russia and India during 2020. And a lot of companies are letting people go. A lot of companies are closing down. Crowd1 is hiring people. I heard from Jonas the other day that they hired more than 50 new people and it's going out to be more than 300 people during 2020. That is fantastic. You and I, we get opportunities and people get work in Crowd1 when other companies are closing. Crowd1 is rising and that is so perfect. The other day I was walking in the morning. I always do power walk in the morning and thinking, what would I do if I didn't have Crowd1 now? I would probably do like Bruno said, everything on Netflix would be nothing to watch and I would be so bored and I would be so poor. So that would not be a good option. What are we offering? We are offering educational packages, and we are offering also, we have now an epic promotion April 24, and that is something really unique. So in our business packages, the first one is a white package, business value is 90, and Rune is going to cover up what 90 means, but you can remember this one when I say white package 90. And the 99 euro package will contain online education at the value of 99 euro. You will also get Crowd1 rewards at the value of 100 euro. And this is really cool because we are working with crowd economy and crowd marketing, which means that you and I, together with Crowd1 company, is doing the work together and sharing the profit every 3 months. So every 4 times a year, you're going to have passive income. You heard it, passive income, money coming to you, depending on the company results, what you and I, companies generating. If you decide to build a company or a team, not the company, but a team, you can get streamline bonus up to level 4, matching bonus up to level 1. Of course, you have to do the work. Afilgo is all about gaming and gambling, and Mixer is social mobile games. Right now, you have the special promotion, which is going to give you, for 99 euro, you're going to give you a black package. That means that you pay 99 euro, and this limited time, you're going to get a package which is valuable to 99 euro. So for 99, you get more education, more of these rewards, and a higher level in the streamline bonus, and a higher possibility in the matching bonus. If you go with the blue package, we upgrade gold for free, and here you see 720 BV. Each package is giving different values as well, and the higher you get, the more you get, and that's normal. You pay $7.99 for a gold package, and you will get the titanium package. And you can see here streamline level 12 on the gold and streamline level 15 on the titanium. This means that later on you will have to upgrade, but you can start on anything you want. But right now you can also start with the super enterprise version, and that's titanium pro. You get 8% extra streamline bonus every week, 8% extra. You get also Crown Titanium card. You get more education, more of these rewards, and of course the highest level. Crowd1 is offering us, so in this business package as well, we get a fully featured system ready to go. Top international CEO, top management, support, back office, website, domain, and a pay-in, pay-out solution. And if you think about it, what kind of thing would you get for €299? You would probably not even get the business cards, not even the domain. Now you get everything, and you can just go out and do the work and let the company take care of all these other things which they are good at. If you already have a position, you can upgrade, and you pay only the difference in between. You're only allowed to have one position per person. If you have a company, you can have more, but you only need one, and we're going to explain more about that one. Okay, very good, Rune. The titanium is given up to 20. It's my fault, but it's good that you saw that one. We're going to correct that after. Until the 16th of April, you will get, you have to go in and convert your own rights if you were in Crowd1 before. If you're new to the code, you can ignore this one, but everybody who was in before the 15th have to actively go in to the back office and tell everyone who do it. And if you have a position out there, you have to go in and click on that one, because otherwise you risk that they will be lost in the space and gone. So make sure that you do that before the 22nd of April. Click on the button, convert, accept it, and you're done. From the 16th of April, everybody gets Crowd1 rewards automatically. That is a profit sharing between every kind of online products and services for Crowd1. So this is profits generated from all over the world, and they generate in recurring profit. That means coming back over and over to you and I from the growth of Crowd1 and all future real cash gaming and gambling and social mobile games and education. Crowd1 combines quarterly, that means every 3 months, cash payouts. So you're going to get money, real money, to your account balance, passive income. with the growing value that is based on the biggest and fastest growing entertainment industry in the world, which is gaming and gambling, education, and everything which is online related. Here you can see a timeline, and a lot of things going to happen this year. Afilgo, the educational packages, the Epic Lotto is coming up, the Mega event is coming up, and super online products 1, 2, 3, and Mixter. And you can see something below. Now the real Crowd1 stars. I mean, I've been waiting since February, March last year to get first monthly residual income. Can you imagine waiting more than a year? That is stay in power. And there's more people who have done that one as well. But you who come in now, you come in perfect timing. Whatever rank you will have, 1 to 18, or whatever level you achieve before the end of April, you will get your first monthly residual income on May 18. And then if you continue, you will, if you have reached that one, or maybe you get higher, in June 15, you get again residual monthly income based on the profit. This is no limit on that one. And then everyone who was in before the 15 and did the conversion to Crowd1 rewards will get the first quarterly Crowd1 rewards payout, and that's also historical. If you came in after the 16, you will get it in September. And then you see July, August, September, October, November, December. So every 3 months, there will be Crowd1 rewards payout. And if you're building Crowd1, think about this one. You can earn money. You earn money instantly. So every day, every hour, every minute, every second, you're earning money by building the teams, building the marketing team, and the customer base. And then depending on the result, you get a monthly residual income. And if this is the 15, you earn money from building the network, getting a monthly residual income based on the result. And then you get Crowd1 rewards as well. Talk about jackpot that day. It's fantastic. And as you can see here, October, November, that means December. And if you have a work today or a job, that's fantastic. That means that probably you get paid in the end of the month. So with Crowd1, you can get paid more or less every day. That's nice, right? Afilgo is all about gaming and gambling. And they are actually working with the leverage from all the members around the world. And what they do is that they use the older network, talking to different gaming and gambling companies out there and giving them the possibility to work with the whole network. So when we come with a customer base of more than 3.5 million members, you can imagine they can tell the company, we can actually help you and we can create sales because we have the customers. So they find carefully selected partners that offer sports betting, casino, and other games for you and I to enjoy ourselves and to recommend to others and earn money from. So what we do, we play games, we share it with others, and we earn money from that one. So play it, share it, earn it. If we learn something, we learn it, we share it with others, and we earn money. You and I have been doing this one all the time, because when you went to the restaurant and you took a picture of the food, and I think everybody took a food picture, I don't know why, but you took the food picture, there's geolocation, you put it on Instagram or Facebook, you automatically made advertisement, but you didn't get any money. Those went to Facebook or to Instagram or whatever. You maybe get a like or a heart or something, but no money. In Crowd1, you make money, and that's a big change. That's a game changer. We're going to watch another game changer now, and that is the new lottery, which is coming up. It's 28 different lotteries, and it's going to be in more than 100 countries. It's going to roll out, and we're going to watch this promotion movie, and then we come back. If you get a little bit of a Star Wars feeling, if you can hear the sound, it's depending on that the music production is done by the company behind the Star Wars movie. That was the movie, and right now I'm gonna get help from another gentleman. He's building the business. He's been in the business now for 3-4 weeks, so he's becoming a senior citizen in Crowd1, and it's Mr. Eric Nurm who's gonna help me taking over a part of this one and talk about the lottery. So welcome, Eric.
All right. Thank you, Bjorn. I was in fact supposed to maybe do an earlier part of this presentation, but I love the way that Bjorn gets focused. And the one rule of business is do not interrupt your upline if they're making people aware of some educational parts. Okay, so I'm excited to share this part then with you, because you see this Epic Lotto part of it and the whole setting about this profit share is highly exciting and highly also transparent. If Bjorn, you could go to the next slide, please. I would like to focus on this one. So you see, currently we have over 3 million members, and Epic One Lottery is in fact provided to us by LTech, and LTech is the #1 reseller of lottery tickets in the world, representing the top 28 lotteries on the planet. Our members can get the real jackpots, can get the real lottery tickets, and 50% of all of that would be coming back also. But about gambling then, the point here is that even if some of our members would decide to pay, let's say, 50 euros per month, go in there and gamble, then from there also in a fully transparent way, documented on the Ethereum ERC20 smart contracts, immutably forever as long as there is internet, then that's coming back to us. So even if there would be a situation where only 25% of our members play this lottery, which is a revolution, because not only you win when actually winning with the numbers, but your upline also wins, and it makes it unique also. Now, what I like about it is, and I'll bring you an example. You see, I had a flashback a few days before. I told Bjorn about it. I come from not a wealthy family, but the only two things that my mother invested into were shares that gave dividends. And so over there, we had to be still shivering at the mercy of the owner or the actual CEO of a company. And it was still up to the company to decide what sort of dividend we would then be having. The company owner could come in and say like, hey, I'm feeling like there's a downturn of economy coming up, so we're going to pay you 3 times less dividend that we're supposed to do. But here, you see everything is in fact documented on the smart contracts of Ethereum, and you do get your fair share of this profit share via the rewards. Next slide, please. Thank you. And so I'm excited to tell you that only 20% of all of this 50% of profit coming back to the company itself, the company keeps as company running costs. Now, 40% in fact goes into the monthly residual. And so you have a very good opportunity to qualify for that one by the end of this month. So I have had my very exciting but also very sleepless first weeks with Crowd1 at the moment, and so it looks to be another sleepless close to 2 weeks now, because we're going to work so heavily until the rest of this month to make all of our downlines achieve ranks. By achieving the ranks, you start to get more and more levels of this monthly residual. And secondly, for anyone who's just wanting to kind of park their money and to say like, okay, well, I want to take care of myself, maybe my family, but creating wealth outside of the family is not important for me. So then I got good news for you. Namely, 40% is starting to pay out from the 15th of June, then the 19th of September, then mid-December, and March, June, September again. So this is expected to come, of course, for a very long time, because what is the most exciting part here is that those kind of companies in the gambling, betting, gaming, lottery sectors who have always been profitable, now they are receiving clientele which they would normally never receive. So they would be, I would say, more than happy to share 50% transparently the profit as a cashback, right? So it all makes sense, and this is why we are expecting this to pay out for many years to come. And back to you, Björn. Would you like to? Okay, I can continue as well. No worries. So actually, no, it's a good part. It's a good part because you see, I haven't played any kind of game since I was 19, and I haven't gambled since a few years. But you see, normally we're all on the user and loser side of these kind of things, right? We definitely we lose some money by by investing, and definitely we lose some time as well, potentially. Nevertheless, we have 2.3 billion people, I believe, playing games every week. Now, so Mixture is the most exciting part because in September, as we can see it, then the gaming industry as such should be changing forever, because it is like Spotify for the music industry. For 10 euros per month, don't mark my words at 10 euros, but it will be super cheap. Then we are able to use as many games as are on this major cloud platform provided to us by the biggest social gaming platform in the world. All right. And from there, you never pay for an upgrade. You never pay for a game separately again. You don't argue with your children if you're supposed to be upgrading them or giving them another axe in their game or another car, another beautiful model. So this is it. This is a game changer because it saves people money and it makes it much more simple, their lives altogether. And so potentially is, of course, huge. Next slide, please. And you see, I would say running now at a world record speed again at around, I'd say, over 3,600 paid members per hour joining this company, which is more than a person per second. Then we expect to be more than 25 million members by the month of September when Mixer launches. But nevertheless, even if it's 25, then you see at 10 euros per person, I mean, I'm planning to invite, for example, a couple of hundred people to try out this platform for sure, hopefully more. But even if we bring in 4 people on average, right, that would make us into 1 million people. But 100 million. But let's take 25 million members at 10 euros each. Next slide, please. Yes. So 6 euros goes to the gaming companies. Thank you very much for providing us with those thousands of ultimate games on the planet. And another 4 euros, where does that go? Well, this setting is also supreme because only 0.8 euros goes to the company and the rest gets split up by you and me. Next slide, please. So that 100 million euro profit, in case it's 100 million, then again, only 20% goes to company running costs. Now this setting, ladies and gentlemen, so far has proven to be definitely manageable. The company is doing very well. They opened so many offices globally. They have dealt with all the legal and compliance sides, and they are fully running today. So 20% to company and the same setting of 40% for anyone who wants to either start working with this fastest moving company in the online sector, where all the eyes should be pointing towards at the moment, especially with that CEO of ours as well. Huge respect for the guy. And also then, I mean, even if you would like to get a piece of that puzzle of 40%, then what you need to do, even if nobody helps you from above with any kind of spillover, you buy 7 packages. And voila, you qualify for the first level of this particular monthly payout. Now, another 40%, again, goes to the people who simply have purchased a package with this company. No matter which kind of package, you will be receiving a quarterly payout, as I mentioned. And so what I can say is The monthly starts 15th of May instead of the 18th of May by the latest data, and the monthly starts on the 15th of June. And all of these payouts, you see, are based on how many of the Ethereum ERC20 limited amount of tokens you have in your position. But you don't get paid out in any kind of tokens. You get paid out in hard cash that you can withdraw into Bitcoin or Euro. Sound good or not? I'd say it sounds very good. Back to you, Bjorn. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And sometimes it's normal. When I work with my mentor, he actually did the same with me, and I had to take over. So you did it perfect there, Eric. The next person who is going to talk now is the person who knows everything about the bonus system and how you and I can earn money every day and every hour from our phones. And it's a good friend, Mr. Rune Evensen. He has built 20 million people before. He has designed compensation plans. And I think, and I know that you, Rune, is the number one of telling about the bonus system. So welcome, Rune.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the introduction.
And thank you, Eric.
And big thank you to Eric being thrown in on the deep end of the pool here and turned out to be a absolute brilliant swimmer. So we're no worries there whatsoever. It's actually important to note is that neither me, Bjorn, or Eric, we are not corporate. We are not part of the paid staff in the company. We are all independent members, just as the other people on this call. Maybe where we stand out is that we have chosen to treat this professionally. And why I'm saying that, many of you also are doing this very professionally. I think Bjorn was full-time from day one. I started small to build back in November, but in January I decided that this will be my only job. So this is my 100% work now. And we often say it, if you treat it as a profession, then you can make professional income. And if you treat it like a hobby, you will get hobby income. And hobby income is more than often an expense. And with that, I want to give you guys a tip. And it's not necessarily pointing at anyone on this call, but on various calls. It is possible to mute your video camera. I would personally say if I was invited as a guest on a call and I see my sponsor sleeping or walking around and cooking and eating and stuff, I would personally look for a different sponsor because I want someone that is focused, someone that I know can help me if I need help. My personal sponsor in this company is Bjorn, so I know I'm in very, very good hands. But if you want to treat this professionally, then also be professional. You don't have to dress up for these calls. If you want to sit without t-shirt on or tank top or whatever, then mute your camera. We are working from home. You can basically do what you want. It is independent memberships. I'm just giving an advice because if you have guests on the call, they can see the same as I can see. So with that, we go over to the bonus plan. Bonus plan, which is one out of three very important components of the company. One is management, two is product line, and three is compensation plan. And we know that we have a very solid management. Both Bjorn and Eric have already touched base on that. Eric have just gone through some of the product line here now with Lotso. We have mentioned esports, e-learning, etc. All of these products are online based and they are trendy as nothing else in these days. It is huge revenue generating profits. More than half of the population on this planet have smartphones and playing games. So we can tick off both management and product line. And if you take my personal word for it, we can also tick off for bonus plan. As Bjorn mentioned, I've been a long time in this business, 22 years, and I've been exclusively working with binary plans. and I've also designed binary plans for several companies through the years. And by far, this is the strongest binary plan I have seen. So let's dive into it. As mentioned, this is a binary plan, and binary means two. That means that when you join, your job is to build two teams. You have a right team and a left team, and based on how these teams grow, you can balance off and earn commission from all product sales that happens in your organization. That is why there is a range of binary bonus behind each of the packages that is already explained by Bjorn earlier in the presentation. So you see white goes from 18 up to 36, all the way up to titanium, starting from 450 up to 900 euro in commission for selling one titanium package. And let's dive into how this balancing works. We are using the white packages, and I think that is why Bjorn emphasized when he mentioned the white package that the white package had 90 points, and it's the points that is the foundation for the payouts. In this example, you have put one person in your right team and one in the left team, and both of them have bought a white package. That is 90 points and 90 points. In a traditional binary plan, you will get the same points, but it will pay you 10% of one side. So it will only pay you 9 euro. But as you see here, we're using a 1+1 in Crowd1. So it takes the 90 points plus the 90 points equals 180 points. And it will pay you 10%, 18 euro. Every time you pair one right, one left, one right, one left, you will earn 18 euro if these are white packages. Then we can go on to the next one because Crowd1 have taken this to another level. And this is where it starts to be really unique. In this example, you have two people with white package in your right team and one in the left. A traditional plan will still only pay you 10% of your lesser leg, which in this scenario is the left leg, a left team, and will pay you 9 euro. But in Crowd1, we do 1+2, so you get paid for all three packages. 3 times 90, 270, 10%, 27 euro paid out instantly to your phone. We also take this even further. In this scenario, we have 3 people in our right team, all on the white package, and then 1 in your left team. Again, a traditional plan would pay you 9 euro. It will remove 90 points from each side, and 180 points will be left in what we call the bank, and you will have to produce more volume in the left team in order to cash them out. In Crowd1, we add up all 4 packages, 4 times 90, 360 points, and the payout will be 36 euro. This bonus is called the education package sales bonus. And we also refer to it as the binary bonus. This creates the foundation for matching bonus or sponsor bonus or duplication bonus or leadership bonus. Many names for this bonus in the industry, but matching bonus. This is where you get rewarded for helping the people that you introduce to the business. When you personally introduce 4 people and you help them earn binary income, you will be rewarded with a 10% matching bonus. This is not taken from their bonus. So if your people earn 100 euro, you will get paid 10 on top of that from the company, not from their 100. You can also dig deeper into the organization here by dipping into the people that your people introduce. Now you're on matching level 2. You need to personally be on a black package at the minimum and personally enroll 8 people. Then you achieve 2 levels of matching bonus. If you want 3 levels, you need to personally enroll 12. You can still be on the black package. If you want to go further to get 4 levels, you need to personally enroll 16 people, but you have to upgrade and be a minimum gold. The 16 or the 1284 here, they can be of any package. They can be white, black, gold, or titanium. That doesn't matter. The matching bonus goes all the way down to 5 levels. Then you need to personally enroll 20 people, and you have to personally have the titanium pack. Now, during the ongoing promo that Björn already explained, if you are new and you buy a gold package, the company will upgrade you to titanium. If you are an existing member and with a black package, you can upgrade to gold and the company upgrade you for free to titanium. So up until the end of the 24th of April, it is a bargain to go titanium, and you don't have to worry about upgrading as you open up levels in the matching bonus. Next bonus, please. This is the long-term residual income that Eric mentioned, where he showed you the pie chart. As he said, 40% of all revenue, that is from sales of education packages, our e-learning, our gaming and gambling, the lottery, future online product 1, 2, and 3, and so forth. 40% goes into a pool which is paid out quarterly. That is the Crowd1 rewards. 20% stays in the company for operational and expansion, etc. And 40% goes into this pool, which is the long-term residual income. This one is paid out monthly. For illustration purposes, we have used round numbers here. So we are imagining that the 40% represent 1.8 million. It is then split in 18 equal pools. So you will see there is now 100,000 euro in each pool. These pools are when Eric referred to that ranking up their team members and themselves. This is the ranks. This is the career ladders. But this also represents which number pool you are in. So when you join the company and you qualify for your bonuses by introducing one person on your right team and one in your left, and totally accumulate 500 points, you are qualified for pool number 1, which is called a Team Leader Star 1. If you are in there by the deadline for this bonus, you will share pool 1 with everyone else that is in pool 1. When you rank up, that means that you expand your team, you help the people that you have introduced grow, you introduce more people yourself, you help those again, and the more points are accumulated in your organization, you will rank up in the system. If you go to, for example, level 3, then you are a team leader 3-star. Now you are in pool 3 and will share that pool with everyone else in pool 3. But you also keep your spot in pool 1 and pool 2. So the higher you go, the less people there will be in each pool. And since it is the exact same euro amount in each pool, it is easy math to know that it will be more euro per person. This you can build all the way up to level 18, which is the highest level, highest rank in the company, which is Senior President 3-star. That is the current rank of our main host, Björn, here on the call today. So this one is a very attractive bonus paid out every month, starting from 18th of May. We go to the next bonus, which is our Fear of Loss. Many people ask when they join, how fast can I earn back what I put in? And fear of loss can be the answer to that one, because this is a time-sensitive, one-time bonus. This is not recurring, this is not monthly or quarterly. This is a bonus that is only open for 14 days, starting the second you join. If you within your first 14 days introduces 4 people that purchase an educational packages, then you have activated your fear of loss and will be paid. If those 4 packages are of titanium level, you will get 3,000 euro. This is on top of binary bonus and all other bonuses. If they choose to buy the gold package, you will get 1,000 euro, black 375, and white 125. It is the packages that they are paid for that counts. So now during promo, when you got a free upgrade, it is not the upgraded level that counts. And also if there is a mix of packages, it is the lowest level that counts. But you can, of course, introduce way more than 4. So for example, if you have introduced 8 people and 4 have a black package and 4 have a gold, you will, of course, be paid as gold because you have fulfilled the criteria of 4 gold packages. So we jump over to the next bonus and the final one. This is the streamline bonus. This is where we take away the right team and the left team, and everyone globally goes into one single line. Doesn't matter if they are introduced by you or from your country or continent or whatever. That can be from Asia, from South America, from Europe, from Africa, it doesn't matter. Everyone globally goes into one single line. And this is also a unique bonus because here you can qualify for level 1 in this bonus without introducing anyone yourself. You join, you purchase your education package, and once 250 people have joined the company, you are qualified for pool number 1 or level 1. Then the company will every Wednesday give you for €2.50 worth of Crowd1 rewards. These you have to physically log in and claim. And if you don't claim them within a week, they will be gone. And next week's free Crowd1 rewards will be available for claiming. Here you can build your team based on 3 criteria, and you can increase in levels and streamline. It is based on what package you have. Bjorn mentioned in the packages, if you're on a white package, you can go up to level 4. On a black, you can go up to level 8, etc. This is all very well monitored in your own back office under the menu bonuses. But you can, based on your package, based on how many personally introduced people you have, and based on how many people that have joined after you. And as Eric mentioned, we are growing at the speed of more than 1 person per second. So to achieve level 1, it only takes 3 to 4 minutes. So, and right now, just the second that we started this call, the company actually posted in the news, we have now officially passed 3.5 million members. So congratulations to all of you out there. This bonus, you can go all the way up to level 20, and then the company will give you €2,250 worth of Crowd1 rewards on a weekly basis. That is €9,000 per month that you can add to your Crowd1 reward portfolio, which again represents how big piece of the pie you will be paid out on the quarterly payouts. So with that, I see there are multiple questions in the chat, but I will address those later after Bjorn have guided us through the rest of the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that one, Rune. And it looks like we are, like you said, 3.5 million members, and that is really, really amazing. But if you can dream it, you can do it. And it's like a small country, 3.5 million. I think Norway or Finland. So that's really, really impressive. And Crowd1 is making fantastic things everywhere. And thank you so much, Rune, for giving us the thoroughly presentation of how you and I can make money. And this is the best you can do, to come here with your team, get the education, and also get some kind of a teaching understanding. And we had people coming to this call and saying, after 1 or 2, I fully understand what Crowd1 is all about, and now I know what I need to do. And then they just build a group immediately. Paying in is important. Paying out is also important. And for me, that is one of the reasons why we are working, is to get paid. And Crowd1 has signed a unique agreement with China UnionPay. But in the meantime, once we're waiting for shipping and everything due to the corona, we can take out through Bitcoin. We can take out from Bitcoin to banks, And I was thinking before these calls, I'm from Sweden, and in Sweden, you cannot go on the bus and pay cash. You cannot do more or less anything except if you have a Visa card or a MasterCard. And that's how things are changing. And for you and I to get Bitcoin, Bitcoin is fast, Bitcoin is easy, Bitcoin is sometimes better than the banks. And you and I can get it. So there's no excuses not to take in Bitcoin. And I have seen it in many, many places how people love Bitcoin, and they take it out in India to, for example, their Bitcoin wallet, and from Bitcoin wallet to the banks. So you and I can actually use it and benefit from it and have lower fees and faster transactions. And if you're lucky, the Bitcoin will go up as well during the time you hold it. So I always teach people to pay in through Bitcoin and pay out through Bitcoin. And that's going to create a really, really good organization for you also. And also it will help you a lot with easing up for people and you doing the duplication. You can take out money through the bank as well, or via gift codes. Rune mentioned also in the long-term residual income that if you come to level 10, you will come to Director 1 star. You will be invited then on a 7 days luxury cruise with the MSC Cruise Line in the Mediterranean, going from Barcelona and to the Persian Gulf from Dubai. These are amazing cruises. It's a 5-star hotel moving on the water. You will have your suite, you will have balcony, sea view, and best of all, you will have other people like-minded just like you who are positive, who have drives in their life. They have goals and they want something. And I think there couldn't be a better retreat than going on a Crowd1 cruise. And can you imagine with 3.5 million members, we're talking about numbers game, how many do you think is qualified for the next cruise? When Crowd1's going to buy their own cruise, because they're going to have so many people going on cruises. And that is the thing with Crowd1. When Crowd1 is booking the cruises, can you imagine booking a cruise for 1,000 people, all suites? Because Crowd1 people, they don't stay underwater or in these cabins or something. They stay in a good way. That's what I like. If you work hard, you'll be treated very nice. And on these cruises, you will also meet the management. You will meet Mr. Johan Stahl von Holstein. You will meet the founder, Jonas Erik Werner. And you will meet Peter Jacobson. And I hope that you were on his training before. If you're new, you're excused. If you're a leader, you're not excused. Always be on the call. And that is something that will help you. I have a lot of people from different groups coming to me and asking, is it possible to get trained? Yes, because training is alpha and mega. If you want to have a good group growing, then it's all about training and teaching. And you can see what's happening now. See George and Renz, they have a great group growing like crazy. I know Rune, Mark, and we have Regina, we have Richard, we have many people on the call here. Eric, who's doing a fantastic work by duplicating and following systems, just like Peter told today. And on this cruise, there will be a lot of fun. There will be excursions. You're going to spend time with the founder and everyone and get to know them in person. But you're also probably going to meet some of the presidents, and they're going to tease you and say, hey, you should come on the bucket list. Why? Because bucket list is even more. And some people say, well, it sounds a little bit fancy to go there. Is it possible? Crowd1 slogan, impossible is nothing. And I tell you that I'm looking forward to that bucket list, and I'm looking forward to see as many of you on the call on these cruises. And that's a very good goal. If you're new in Crowd1, if you could go for that one, you can think of this one. If I could take a class in a university to become something, and after 4 years I come out with debts, if I could take the time it takes to become a director, is it worth it? Yeah, you get paid in the meantime. And then when you are there, that's when you leave the rat race and you're going into fast track. That's why it's red carpets. And now choose the level of business that is suitable for you. Go a little bit harder than you have to do, because the more you put in, the more comes out. And that's always the thing. The more you put in extra, the more it comes out extra. And as I told you, you can only have one package per person. And with this one, it's a perfect opportunity to use this epic promotion now. It will help you a lot. And if you follow what Rune was telling, you see you need to be able to upgrade. And we're going to correct these small mistakes that you can get a higher level on the Streamline as well. So with that one, we're going into pay in. Pay in with Bitcoin, as I said, the best you do is when you help somebody to start, open a Bitcoin wallet so that they have that one. Because for me, it's like I said, it's important to know how to get paid as well. So open the Bitcoin wallet, pay in through Bitcoin or Ethereum. Then you have an easy in and easy way out. And then you have bank transfers, IBAN and SEPA. And Crowd1 is actually, in a way, actually bigger than some of the banks. You can imagine with 3.5 million members. Of course, not everyone active, but there is hundreds of thousands of getting paid every day all over the world. And Crowd1 is doing logistics. That's why it's always easier to make it through Bitcoin. So if you can and you want to have it faster, go that way. And you will make it easier for you. You will make it easier for Crowd1, and you and I can grow faster, and we can also teach other people how to act wiser and smarter in the world. Crowd1 is making a huge impact, and we have people on the line here who should have a Medal of Honor. They help so many people in crisis, but also help people out of debt. Crowd1 is the #1 debt killer. Crowd1 is also probably soon the #1 company on Alexa. The Crowd1 is absolutely a company who is teaching people how to be independent, teaching people to set up teams. And we have so many people coming to these calls and getting education here, and then they start their own presentations. So there is about 20,000 people every day around the world seeing these presentations all over. And we will send this presentation after if you put in your email there. And let's see here. Yeah. So get ready now for this magic day, and you will see something amazing. And I think that after that one, you're going to say Crowd1 is the company. Crowd1, like Regina said yesterday, I'm obsessed, I'm passionate with Crowd1. And if you want to give your friends an opportunity, sign them up for free and send them a code, a ticket. Sign them up for free, send them a ticket. I want you to be on that one. And if you and I can really do something extra, because I can tell you one thing. I have been on many events in my life, and every time I was thinking, I should have invited that person. Now you have, like Eric said, you have a number of days until the 25th where you and I can really make lists. We can really get organized. We can really make a change. And that's going to help you for the qualification of the April. And some of you will come on the call, well, I'm not going to talk to people. I just want to be part of this one. That's fine. But some of the people, they want to make changes in their life, in other people's life, and having a goal, having a target, that's what it's all about. So this is a business presentation where you and I can take advantage. We had the top education today, was a fantastic training with Peter Jacobson, and it was actually a little bit what we're doing today. You have the first look, and the first look can be that simple. If you want to get some training from me as well, it's when you're asking, if I could show you a way how you can earn money directly to your mobile phone, that could be the first look. You show them the back office of your phone and you said, listen, I'm so new. Would you like to come to one of these webinars and get more information? Then they go to webinar. And then after that one, you do a business planning or with them, a session for that one. And then comes the event. So this is the way we could work, and this is the way it will be easier for you to do this one. Yes, I think, Daniel, we have it in Russian as well. The next move for you and I is to get you a strong why. I personally don't work with people without a why. That is because how can you help somebody who doesn't know why? Then how become very easy. So find your why. And the cool thing with why is that why can always be changed. Why can be improved. Remember when you were a kid, You maybe had a wish that I wanted to be a police when I was very small, and then my why changed, and then my why changed again, and now I couldn't think of a better work than being a professional networker. So if I knew what that means, I think my why would definitely be in that when I was small. Decide a goal that you can achieve. It needs to be smart, which is specific. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be achievable, and it needs to be reachable, and it needs to be a time on that one. So put the time on what you want, and put it not in your phone. You have to print it out. You have to get pictures. You have to buy the magazine and cut it out, because your the result will always come from where you have the strongest pictures. And if you see it every time, then it will come to you. That's why it's called law of attraction. Take the trainings offered by the company and the leaders, and make an action plan so that you can break down these goals into achievable parts. Don't put too big ones. I hear sometimes people, oh, I want to be a billionaire. No, you will never succeed. So next. But if you have a reasonable and you have an action plan, you can do it. You just have to break it down. You will not eat a big meal in one time. You have to break it down. Use the fridge, the freezer. And then plan to action. Use your calendar, especially now. If you never worked from home, it's going to require discipline. It's going to require that you're focused. And if you are disciplined and focused, then you will have your golden hours, which is Crowd1 hours. So I always tell people, take a calendar and decide when you want to be free. And also when you're going to sleep, when you want to do training, when you want to do all the things. What is left is your Crowd1 hours. Those are holy hours. Those can always be extended, because if you want to reach your goal faster, you have to change your priorities in life. So review your actions, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. We did it in 1 hour, and that's what we want to do. We have this presentation in different languages. Yes, we had Daniel here asking about Russian. I will see if Mark has it. I don't know. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you very much, Rune, for attending. Let's see if you have some people here that you want to let out in the air. Maybe we can take this Daniel to see, because he seems to be eager.